Hey, what's up? It's time for more Undead Unluck episode 21. So we are in the middle of possibly a training arc. I don't know. I'm not sure what to expect from these episodes because it feels foolish to try to predict this show's course, really. When you think you've got a good grasp of what the function of the show is going to be and like how it's going to play out, then it completely surprises me. So I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna jump into the episode and see what happens. Make sure to support this video and this channel if you like me, if you like my vibe, if you like these reactions. Support the channel. Help me be able to continue doing it. Help other people be able to find it by liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, and go to my Patreon account, which is in the description below, if you want the full-length version of the reaction. That means you can sync it up with your own footage, get the entire episode with me, as well as a bunch of other content for both this channel and my Gent Watches One Piece channel. So let's jump into this episode 21 of Undead Unluck. He's got a lot of life. You go in. Are we gonna live in his... Oh my god. We're going into his flashbacks? Is this gonna be link click suddenly? Soul Calibur? That's crazy. Oh! I like the animation of that. Okay, alright, so we're getting an Andy backstory. Alright. Oh! What was that? Oh shit! Cowboy times? I say that because I don't know what defines cowboy times. Japanese! Oh no. I'm normal 18. I'm normal 18 is really funny. Jesus. Oh. Didn't you gave him the name Andy, right? Joshu. Oh. Oh, does Unluck not work here? I guess it would make sense if the tie doesn't work either. Oh. Oh. Was that the Unluck? Okay, it does work here. Well, surely you can't die in here, right? I mean, maybe a soul can die. Talking about his tattoos. Look at that determined face. This is interesting. Interesting way to do this. The cowboy's gonna get revenge. Oh no. Oh, try us. Damn, oh, damn. She's fine. And Andy's probably fine too. You're vigilantes. Damn, she's in love. I don't know, the way she's looking at him. Hey, she knew it, these tattoos. Maybe she can mime dick size to prove it even more. You'd never do that. You're a never nude? Cool animation. What? Ah. Immortal? Wow, so he doesn't even know. She's so brave and smart. I like it. I like characters that are very emotional and also fucking brave. What, Russian roulette? What is this? This is Russian roulette. Ah! Oh my god. Oh jeez. Whoa! Oh! Oh my god! Holy shit, Fuko! Oh. But I know you. Oh, you're so cool, Izumo. I would have died. Awesome, you won her over. Oh? Oh! The cowboys! They came for revenge! No, one of the members died! I'm not talking about Andy, I'm talking about another one. Oh, this poor woman. I like that Josh saved her. Oh, did she die? Wait, we're already losing Josh? She was so cool already. So everyone but Andy died and Izumo? Oh. Yeah, couldn't care less is the actual phrase, but yeah. Oh my gosh, man! Josh Sand is red. I really liked Josh. No, it's okay. You were basically a hostage. Oh. Oh. What's he gonna do? It's Andy. I trust him. That's your atonement. Okay, fair enough. Aww. Oh. I like how quickly Andy here like trusts Izumo. I don't think that's true, but I think you believe that's true. I think Izumo has the same thoughts. Oh. Yeah, interesting. I had really long dreams last night, actually. I don't like that guy's smile. Oh my god! Since you don't care about them that much, it wasn't that bad. She's gonna come out of this even more connected to Andy. Like, she has spent so much more time with him. Yeah. I can answer that. He's starting to have these thoughts.
それができなくなった時、人は死ぬんだと俺は思う。
誰にも覚えてもらえなくなった時が
Yeah,
本当の死だと思う。
that's a classic thing that I see in a lot of
私の両
shows
親
and
の事故
anime.
で私が罪の重みから逃れるために作った幻影かもしれない。でも
Oh, the tear of blood is cool.
いつも助けられてる。女子さんたちもきっとアンディの心の中で生きてるよ。
God, she's such a great protagonist. Oh, the smile!
そうだといいな。
Oh, the smile and the tear of blood.
4月15日、
1865 April 15, Washington, D.C.
俺の一番古い記憶だ。
Okay.
忘れなきゃ一人じゃない。
Oh.
私が好きなのはあなただけだ。なくてダメだと思うから。
And also, you might destroy the fucking building with her.
私好きって言った。
Oh, yeah, you did.
ああ、お前、体をつけてるぞ。
Oh, she's done here.
えっと
Wow, when she turns into a spirit, they animate her really well. They did it a few times now.
44年後、新宿駅で私たちは出会うの。私逃げたりしちゃうけど、ちゃんと捕まえて。
Oh.
そしたらその日、私があなたにキスをする。だから忘れないで。
Oh.
忘れない。
最高だ。
God damn. Memento Mori. 1865, April 15th, Washington, D.C., yeah. Wow, that episode flew by. That did not feel like 20 minutes. Okay, episode 21. That had quite a lot of shit going on. Like that was, I really enjoyed that episode. I wondered how much I would enjoy going into Andy's past, but it was nice. And I mean, it wasn't necessarily like all of Andy's past. I mean, we're continuing on next episode. It was just sort of like almost a random point in time in his past, but it was like really cool to just see how he used to be and sort of start seeing some of those ideas develop within him. And something that I'm confused about vaguely, or just unclear about, and I don't know if this is just something that the show hasn't talked about yet, or if it's just like implied in here or whatever, but the idea that, so her soul is in this book of his life, essentially, but they did that thing at the end when she was fading away of like, hey, in 20 years or whatever, come, well, I forgot exactly when she said, but like, you know, however many years, in this many years, come see me at this station, and then, you know, like, make sure to keep following me, and then I'll kiss you or whatever. That whole scene, I really like scenes like that, but generally those scenes happen in time travel shows and plots. And this is like a memory, but is it, so does this memory function as time travel in that case? Like, not necessarily that she can change it, but rather that, like, it's one of those time travel things where, like, this is how it always was. Where it's like, because she went back, that's one of the factors that did change him like this. And the only reason he came to her on that day was because she went back and told him to. Is that the case? It's hard to tell. Or is that just like a way for her, like, even though she knew he was just like a memory of Andy and not like the real Andy necessarily, that she wasn't necessarily changing anything, she still wanted to give that version of Andy that comfort of like, if you do this, you will see me again. So like, even though she maybe necessarily didn't change anything, it still provides that version of Andy with the comfort that he'll see her again and that he has something to look forward to. I don't know if that's what it was. It's hard to tell because they didn't like explain the rules of how this works or anything, which is kind of surprising with this show, because this show is one of those shows, sort of like Hunter x Hunter as well, where they do tend to like explain the rules to us. Although, to be fair, they tend to explain the rules to us after, like, things happen. So maybe they'll explain how it works afterwards in a few episodes' time, or maybe they won't. I don't know. Because some things are just left to, like, well, that's how it works, and you just kind of accept it because you trust that the author kind of knows what he's doing. But yeah, I was just kind of, like, wondering how that worked and what was going on there. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, oh yeah, also anno had an artifact called Soul Calibur, and that's how they did this. So in that case, I feel like the paintbrush is probably an artifact as well, and maybe Anno just has a bunch of artifacts. I didn't even think about that last week when I was recording the video. I wasn't considering artifacts at all. I was pretty much purely considering negator powers, so that was kind of my bad. It's actually probable that the paintbrush that they have is an artifact, because if it was a negator power, I don't know what the hell you'd be negating. So that sort of makes sense. And it also makes sense, like, you know, they're using the same paintbrush to do it and stuff. So it's not like they're just doing it with any old thing and, like, looks like a special kind of paintbrush. So that makes sense. Man, I loved Josh in this episode. I know. Yeah, Jen, you like the girl that came up in the episode. Yeah, I get it. But I really did. Like, she was one of those characters that's, you know, classic and harsh and protective, but also, you know, does the right thing when she respects someone. And she respected Izumo from that short time and respected her enough to tackle her. I really love in shows when, I mean, I already said that I love characters who are both emotional and brave, which Izumo is. And other characters that fall into that are like Deku from My Hero Academia, you know, like characters like that where it's like they, in fact, you know, a decent amount of the characters in My Hero Academia, since bravery is like a trait that they show in heroes and stuff. So like also Uraraka and stuff like that are the same sort of thing. But I love emotional and brave characters because, like, it is a good indicator of, like, look, this character can cry about sad things and also be badass in badass moments. And also a character can be badass while being emotional, which I think is also a very important thing to do. Like, Izumo sometimes, like, you can see her eyes watering when she's doing something, but she's still doing it, and not watering out of fear necessarily, but just watering out of whatever's going on, sadness, happiness, it doesn't matter, because her actions are what are cool. So, like, those actions being inspired by heavy emotion is a great thing to me, and I say that as, like, quite an emotional person myself. So I really like that. Anyway, I also really like in shows when the main character is someone who people find likable, like they win people over quickly, but also when the writer writes it in such a way that, and this is really hard to do, where you get it. Like where you're watching it and you're like, yeah, I would be won over by this person, by this stuff that they're doing as well. And that happens in this, that happens in like One Piece, both the anime and the live action, where it's like I can see how this character is winning people over everywhere they go. And Izumo is definitely one of those characters where, like, I can, when she's talking to people, she will strike the right chords with every single person she meets because she's emotionally intelligent and smart and brave and just cute and lovable, you know, like everything about her just makes you want to protect her, and also have her protect you. So yeah, she won over Josh with that, and I was very, very glad about that. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know why they had to make me fall in love with Josh for such short screen time, but they did. And I loved the Russian roulette scene as well, with Izumo just being like, yeah, Andy wouldn't do this, so like, and then even Josh was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that? And Izumo was like, I trust Andy. And she's like, but what if, like, this might not be the same Andy, you know? What if he did actually do it? What if you didn't know properly? And she's like, would have been fine. Like, it's really great because she knows, like, she's confident in her beliefs. She trusts a person. When she trusts a person, she trusts them wholeheartedly. She will, like, she like feels like she completely understands them, and I respect that a hell of a lot. And it's great having a character like that whose power is also like, it also responds to her emotions, because that just shows how much she trusts Andy, how much she loves Andy, which means obviously the more that happens, the bigger the strokes of unluck will be when she touches Andy. So it's so good. Oh, this show is great. Anyway, that's Undead Unluck episode 21. Thanks for watching. Make sure to support the video on the channel if you can, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.